Happy Thursday to everybody. Feels more like Friday, getting ready to travel and get on a plane here this afternoon. But finished up Red Zone. Kids are in good spirits, had a really good practice, and had a couple guys back. Got Toa back today who practiced well. Chuma looked good again, as well as Rasheem. So expect all three of those to contribute in the game and play well. With that, there's no other injury updates. I'll take any questions that you got.
So Stephen Carr's out for this week.
Stephen Carr will not play in this game.
See a chance to come back next week at all?
I think he's getting closer. He's starting on the treadmill and starting putting full speed weight on his on the foot, and looked okay this week. But at that position, it's so hard to be able to put your foot in the ground and make the cuts you need at the running back position. So it looks like he needs one more week.
Are you looking forward to the opportunity of, you guys are 6-1, and people are still saying you guys haven't played particularly well? Are you looking forward to the opportunity of, no matter what happens, if you win, you could probably kind of get those people to stop saying that?
I look forward to having the opportunity to play Notre Dame and trying to win the next game. That's all you do as a head coach, is you're hoping your team is progressing each and every week, that your players are getting better, and you continue to win ball games, and you add them up all in the end. And what I see is a bunch of young people getting better. I see, and even the older kids, the development of a Christian Rector, the development of a Trayvon Sidney. You see Josh Follow coming in to make plays. Even the young kids that are playing teams like Bubba and Levi, those kids are developing and getting better. And as they develop, we're becoming a stronger football team. I look forward to putting a full game together like we did in that second half of Utah, and showing that type of football, that clean, hard-nosed attitude that those kids had in the second half to win that game. It's going to be needed in this game because we're playing as good a team as we've played all year in Notre Dame. It's going to be required. So, but to your question, I worry about going 1-0 every week and continue to develop our players. They'll remember your record at the end of the day, and did your players improve each and every game?
We've heard USC coaches talk about how this game is extra special to them over the years. So why is it the same for you, and why is that?
Yeah, I think this game's been going on, I think, from 1926. I think this is the 88th meeting between the two teams, and there's a lot of pride that goes along with this game. This is when you look all over the facility, you see the pictures of USC versus Notre Dame. It's the best intersectional rivalry there is in college sports today. It's one of those that everybody wakes up on Saturday and says, I can't wait to watch this game. I don't care what team you're a part of. You always pay attention to this game. And as a coach and as a player, you understand how special it is to your university, understand how special it is to your fan base. It's good for the game, and it's really neat to have the two teams where we are right now, nationally ranked, a big game with a lot on the line. Reminds me a lot of how our game versus Penn State was in the Rose Bowl, how two teams that when they're playing well, it's great for the game. It's great for college football. So I'm glad that they're in the position they are in, and we're in the position we are.
Do you almost think it's important for this rivalry in particular for both teams to be ranked so high? Because it's been a while since that's really been the case.
I think the guys play with a lot of pride in this game. It always has. Even last year when Notre Dame was down physically and had a bunch of injuries, I thought their kids played exceptionally hard in the game. I don't think the records kind of matter. I think it's really nice when we're both doing well. Like I said, I think it's good for the game. But really, I mean, everybody wants to win this game so they can leave their mark in history that, hey, I had the opportunity to play Notre Dame and had the chance to earn a victory.
There's been a lot of lore about the grass at Notre Dame and them growing it higher or lower based on their team. This is your second year now playing on the field turf. How do you feel about going there and playing on field turf at Notre Dame Stadium?
It's very similar to other surfaces that we play upon, and I've never been one that you don't worry about the things that you can't control. You always just say, hey, put the ball down and let's execute from what we've prepared for all week. So glad to have turf and looking forward to having the chance to play on it.
Last week was Daniel's first game back. With him kind of slowly getting reworked. How does he match with Tyler, and how does that dynamic kind of shape out?
He's still coming back. He helped us with about 12 plays last week, about a dozen plays, and we look forward to that number increasing as he continues to get healthy and more confident. He looked good in practice this week. Still coming back to his full self, but feels very good. I ask him about 3 times a day, how you feeling? And he's like, Coach, I'm ready. So as he gets more in football shape, it gets more comfortable, he'll play more. He's obviously a very talented player that has helped us in the past, and we're just, that position right now is really stockpiled when you looked at it, with a lot of great talent. I mean, not only do you have Daniel, but you have Tyler, who's having his best year by far. You got the emergence of a Josh Follow, who's made 2 touchdown catches in the last 2 games, and then you got Eric Kromenhoek that's kind of done the dirty work, down as an inline tight end blocking. So it's a good crew, and they're playing good ball.
You guys have played pretty good running backs this year, even going back to Stanford and Bryce Love. And Josh Adams is a different type of player than Bryce. Doesn't seem to have the speed, but how does he compare in terms of other guys?
He is a different back. With Love is just he's an electric, shifty back. Josh is a size and explosiveness. You just don't bring the guy down with an arm tackle. He just runs right through it, and we saw it firsthand last year. He probably did the best job against us the entire year. As far as running the football, and so we've got a lot of respect for him as well as his offensive line. You look at the O line, and they don't get enough credit. They're one of the most experienced groups that we've played all year. I think, with the exception of the right tackle, every kid has started 18 games or more, and 3 of them have started a lot more than that. So this very well experienced offensive line with a big talented back that's played a lot of ball and is running hard.
It seems like they recommitted to the run this offseason. Have you noticed that?
Oh, there's no question. I think Coach Kelly, being the offensive mind that he is, I said it the other day, I credit him because he really leans on his strengths. He had Kaiser the last couple of years and leaned on the passing game, and this year you can tell he's got 2 runners, and one's the quarterback and one's the big back, and they're spreading you out in 3 wide sets and saying, okay, we got 2 backs in the backfield, and they're running for 308 yards a game. They're passing it when they do get man-to-man coverage, taking shots down the field, but their offense runs with those 2 kids.
Time for one more.
With Jake Tufele, for him to play in this game, is it going to come down to injuries, or is he?
I think how we're doing health-wise and how the game is going. We're always training kids and developing kids. We hope for the best, but you got to prepare for the worst just in case you have an injury or 2. He's got to be ready, and that's why we brought Jay over. We brought Jake Lichtenstein over. 1, it's going to help them develop, but 2, we may look up and need them in this game as well as the next. I mean, we've got a minimum of 6 games left, hopefully more. So it gives them some great work as they progress. But we hope we don't have to use them, but we're preparing just in case we do.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys.